some of you might not like the idea of cruise ships. Maybe you saw that very famous film that came out in the 90s with Leonardo DiCaprio and how the ship kind of, fell off. You might not like it for a multitude of other reasons. Like, for example, you might get seasick. You might not like how the ship will slowly balance from side to side while you puke your guts out. But could you imagine being on a ship for 9 months? 9 months on a single cruise. And keep in mind, tickets are as cheap and affordable as $60,000. That is the buying price. That is the minimum asking price. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. This sounds like Fire Festival, but basically just on water. Yes. Yes, it basically is. But to make it even worse, now there's a bunch of TikTokers there, ironically going, because they know it's going to be a complete cesspit, and they're being paid by brands for content to go on this boat. There's already been flooding on the boat. There's been flooding. It's been on the sea for about a week, and part of it has already flooded. I don't know if you guys have seen this Royal Caribbean cruise. So they've got these cruises that go all across the world. And I think they can go for up to like 9 months or something. It is insane how long they last for. I think you hit like the 4 corners of the world in like one single voyage. And apparently the cheapest fare for one of these is, I think it's like, I mean, you can't even check. You got to reserve. I think it's around $60,000 for a single 9 months. Yep, it's 9 months. It is a 9-month cruise, which is absolutely insane. I swear cruises are just for family and old people. Like, I would go insane if I had to do a cruise for 9 months. $60K, I think it's $59,999. That's like one of the, I think you get like an interior states room, which is like decent, but apparently as well though, the $59,000 is the cheapest version. So if you want to get like an upgrade, you can get the, let's have a look. Oh, apparently you can get a junior suite. So in most hotels, you got like, the single, the double, the queen, the king. But if you want to get like a suite that usually has like a bathroom, like an actual bath and just kind of like a living area, that is $117,000 per person, which will basically be like your home for like 3/4 of a year. Apparently, you can get on the cruise for free if you basically make a TikTok like begging them. Now, this sounds like the most Fire Festival thing imaginable. Hang on.
On that goddamn cruise. Put cameras on that ship right now. What do you mean there's a town hall people aren't being invited to? It's a cruise. What do you mean that the Pinnacle members are being treated differently? There's a caste system.
Cruise, or £50,000 on a 3-minute music video of Has Been Hotel.
That's a really good point, actually. That's a really good point. Okay, I will admit, $60,000 for a year on a cruise, 9 months, is pretty bad. But you could also spend $50,000 on a 3-minute Has Been Hotel animation. Fair point. There are worse things than the cruise. There are at least, like if you give me the option for an animation for $50K or a 9-month cruise for $60, I'll probably take the cruise. Unless there's no good Wi-Fi. If there's no good Wi-Fi, forget it. Forget it.
Them being formed? You haven't even been on there for 2 weeks. It's so haunted. There's going to be mutiny. There's going to be blood. Someone is going overboard. I want to watch. Bravo, where are you? I need eyes. We're witnessing Fire Festival, Alabama Rush, and no one is rushing there. Put me in. Alternatively, put me on the cruise. I'll go.
Yeah, I like how people are drawing the Fire Festival comparisons.
If you pay for one section, I will go. I will cause chaos. I will wreak havoc.
Someone said for the Has Been Hotel animation, it was $280 for each second of animation. I've done a video today covering the animation, the Has Been Hotel animation. I pointed out very early in the video, I am a degenerate. I commission disgusting art, 100%, but I can at least be on a pedestal because I have not spent $50,000 on a single piece of art.
And I'll record everything. Let me tell you something. If you're on that cruise, I now film everything. Because in a year from now, when they become now,
it was $6,000.
Walk in and say, hey, we're actually making a documentary about that cruise you went on. They're going to want exclusive footage, and you're going to be able to sell it to them. You want to pay for your ticket? That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's awful. Like, could you imagine? It's such a dodgy cruise, and then, could you actually, could you shout us out and we give you it for free?
Alternatively, put me on the cruise. I'll go. If you pay for one section, I'm going on the Ultimate World Cruise. 18 nights.
This is now my third and last Dono
Aboard.
because of a mix of my idiocy and your TTS mutes, so again, love your content and the humor in them. I look forward to all your main channel vids, but please make a Postal 2 main channel vid.
I will, Lumi. Thank you for the 10.
Aboard the Serenade of the Seas, I'm going to fucking Antarctica. I only own fashion jackets. What am I gonna wear? And a very unexpected and cool brand reached out to me and was like, "You want to go on that cruise?" And I was like, "Really?" They were like, "You want to go on or not?" And I was like, "Well, yes. I leave in 6 days."
So this is like, these are the kinds of people that are going on this cruise. People that are stupid enough to pay 60k, and people that are going there ironically for content. That is it. That is a recipe for disaster if I've ever seen one.
This is gonna be Melly Cruise. I'm gonna walk on and live with this. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win. It's not a competition, but I'm gonna make it one. I'm scared. The Drake Passage, babe. North Sea, right under it.
What is that behind? Is that their penises touching? Is that their penises touching? I think he might be gay. I'm not too sure. Right, what's the next one?
I thought these bitches were crazy, but I guess now...
Oh, the brand was Artria Books. It's a book publisher.
Oh, we're in the same boat. All thanks to Atria
Have you
Books.
watched
Do you
the
like to
Fire
read?
Festival documentary on Netflix? I don't think some of the people comparing the cruise to the festival understand how bad the festival actually was.
Fire Festival was bad. There's a clip of Ja Rule during Fire Festival, and he literally says in a recorded board meeting room that what they did when they scammed people and lied about the entire island, even the location of the island. They said, like, you get Ja Rule, because it was Billy McFarland, this white guy, and then Ja Rule, this black guy. And then Ja Rule says, that's not fraud. That is false advertising.
Come on, guys. There's a lot of smart people on this fucking phone call, man. Let's think of how to dig ourselves out of this shit, man. We didn't kill anybody. Nobody got hurt.
We didn't kill anybody. Imagine having to begin the argument with that. We didn't kill anybody.
We made a mistake. We'll get past it.
I mean, granted, nobody died, but we did flat out lie to the public about what we're giving them. I mean, that's fraud. Like, and that's not okay, like, as a company operates.
That's not fraud. That's not fraud.
You can hear, like, the cogwheels turning in his brain, like, that's not fraud, because that can get me put in prison. Let me think of another word. A less heavy word.
That is, I would call that, false advertising.
That's not fraud. That is false advertising, maybe. Let's see this one. Oh, wait. Have I got to pay for this? What is this? New York Times? All right, we're good. Unlucky. I'm not paying for that. Go away. Let me go on web archive. Hang on. I'm not giving New York Times money. Forget that. Yeah, there's like an article here basically saying how it has now become a TikTok reality show. Because it is like the majority of people just going on there are basically people trolling, knowing that they can get content. The Royal Caribbean's World Cruise. And they've all become cast members. What's this cup, by the way? What's this cup that all the women have? Is it a Yeti? I'm not sure what that cup is, but like every woman on Earth has one of those. God, that is too bright. I'm going blind. Let's have a little look at this this cruise.
Put cameras on that guy. It's gotcha button time, baby, except I am on the Drake Passage on my way to...
Is this not the only guy that went on the cruise? He's been documenting like every second. I think this is another influencer. Dear God. Like, I could not imagine anything worse than being on a ship full of people just filming in front of themselves. To be fair, she's blaming the ship for being wobbly there, but Bulgarian split squats are one of the worst exercises known to man. The Bulgarian split squat is basically the same as like the iron bull that people were put into in Burnt Alive. It is awful. It's such an awful exercise. Tell me you're a white woman without saying you're a white woman. Of course it has to have the Starbucks logo on it as well. Can you not just get like a... Can you not... I don't get it, bro. Like, I don't... Can you not just get an espresso? Dear God. Why do you need to show yourself, like, taking the laundry out? This is hell. I'm not going on this anymore.
Hi guys, as some of you may know, I am on the Ultimate World Cruise with Royal Caribbean, and last night I could not sleep. So I decided to walk around the Serenade of the Seas while it was pretty empty. I saw the cinema, the pub, and then I also walked through the casino, the stores, and a few of the other places throughout the ship. But then I headed up the elevator and I walked up the stairs to deck 12, and I watched some TV in the library. I looked at the books, and I just loved this addition to the Serenade. Then I did some research for next semester, and then I read a little, and then I saw that the sun was rising, and it was so nice after exploring the ship empty. And that means that
Yeah, it's usually what happens at 6 a.m.
Hope you bear with me or bear with us for this change of plans, but it is of course for your safety and comfort. By reversing our itinerary, the passage time of Drake Passage will be reduced to 22 hours, with 4 to 5 meters swell from our starboard side.
Where is everyone?
Yo man, I appreciate you. Watched you since the log days. Some good lore FR. Have a great stream from your only African viewer in the States.
Oh, that's sick. Thank you, Nonzu, for the 10.
Chicken little legs.
Chicken little legs. How are these chicken little legs? What is wrong with this leg? That's just a skinny leg.
Told me it was big. Should I wife her or hurt her?
She lied and told me it was big. Yeah, wife her, sure. Is there anyone on this ship? Yeah, true. Like, why is there only like 5 people on this ship?
A lot better than the previous.
If I get asked if I work on this ship one more time.
Thank you, Kofi, for the 5 months.
Started out at the pre-cruise gala.
You gonna show anything? Don't care.
Well.
You gonna show anything? Don't care.
Crazy things I've seen on TikTok today. A woman who works in a hospital in South Florida said there was a mysterious illness going on in her hospital, specifically the ER. People are coming in with flu-like symptoms, sore throat, water in their live for our tag her below.
And you don't even show a single news article. God, I hate TikTok so much.
Okay, so I'm kind of starting here, front door, kind of hung up the things that I want to be able to grab on my way out of the room, water bottles, a couple games maybe, headphones, sunnies, a tote bag.
Okay, so that's her emergencies. What we got? We've got this. We got the Stanley Cup. Why is it always a Stanley Cup? Ah! Why is it always a Stanley Cup? 2 of those things in her emergencies are cups, by the way. 2 of the things in there are cups.
Games maybe, headphones, sunnies, a tote bag. Here.
Why is she so out of breath? Well, it's like someone that vapes and they can't get hold of a vape. If a woman can't get hold of a Stanley Cup, they just start to... Fluid fills their lungs.
Here I've got some swag that I think I'm going to give to my nieces and nephews if they want it. If not, it'll just stay there. On the bathroom door, I've got extra toiletries that are kind of miscellaneous items.
Indian girls have more body hair than you.
Thank you, Mumog, for the 10. Thank you, Kuva, for joining. Yeah, no, but I shave every day, though. I shave my body hair and stuff, so unlucky. Why? I don't understand. Like this woman is speaking English, right? Why do I feel like I'm watching someone that doesn't speak English?
Video over yesterday and today. Bloody brilliant, mate. Gonna watch the UK series now, less than 3.
Items.
Thank you, Jordan, for the 10.
Like, not really. Like band-aids, masks, like skin masks, bug stuff.
Masks like skin masks. So not like masks as in hygiene masks, but skin mask.
Lotions, something, but I don't like a bin with items. So I kind of got skincare, and then I've got a couple things for like work, hair tool.
Are women actually this boring?
Pyro, would you consider doing a COD Zombies lore video or stream it?
I think that's kind of overdone, honestly. One of my editors, Ramska, did a really good video looking into COD Zombies, though. You could watch that.
Ooh, those drawers. And then hair stuff.
Have you seen what Woodstock 99 was? Firefest and this cruise have nothing on it.
I've heard about Woodstock. Didn't Wendigo do a video on it?
And then in here is the fridge. Nothing's changing there. I've got a few water bottles they provided.
Imagine paying 60k. 60k. And you get 2 water bottles. For 60k.
Provided.
Good God.
And then I did bring bags of ice.
And the thing is as well, you can tell it's mostly TikTokers that are going to be on that cruise. Because who has 9 months to have off work? Unless you work in the influencer space where traveling is based around your work. And also, you do get people that work from home, to be fair.
Tea and some jugs, so I just need to fill those up with water.
60k and you hardly get a mini fridge? No, you get the mini fridge's mini fridge.
From upstairs, I think.
You get the mini fridge's son that the mini fridge doesn't want to talk to. Like, that is the smallest mini fridge I've seen in my life.
Kind of Christmas stuff.
Why has she got wrapping paper? Is she moving in? Is she moving in? Look at this!
Electronic stuff. Food and snackies.
Electronic stuff. Yeah, if it's not a Stanley Cup, it's too complex for me. Thank you, Scorpo, for the 11. Have you heard of Voices of the Void? I have played that off stream. That's a really... I did want to do a main channel video on it at some point. No, I think I did play it on stream, actually. Like, years ago.
That I brought.
Or maybe I didn't. But I have played it.
Including, like, these are 2 boxes of chocolate that are for Christmas presents.
Imagine being on a cruise and you have to prepare for, like, Christmas and, like, Hanukkah and stuff. Like, oh my God. Being on it that long!
Over here, on the couch chair area, kind of have, like, my journal and my binder for the trip that holds all my, like, excursion and visa information.
Please don't tell me these are fairy lights. Like, she's actually moving in. I feel like I'm looking at, like, a 19-year-old moving into, like, a uni dorm, right? That's
Kind of have,
crazy.
like, my journal and my binder for the trip that holds all my, like, excursion and visa information, my little photo printer, a couple Sudoku books.
She sounds like she is in tears. Like, imagine, like, she's kind of, it's setting in. She's paid the 60k, probably daddy's cash. And it's like, oh my God, I'm stuck in... Like, I do not know a single person that goes to uni that likes the dorm they're in. It is about as large. It's probably smaller than this. They're built like military bunkers. They're awful. Unless, obviously, your family's from, like, Saltburn, like that Amazon film, and then you're minted anyway. But uni dorms are awful.
Pens, stickers, what have you. This, like, map or, like, a country check-off list that they gave us the other night at the gala, and then these.
My dorm has black mold. Doesn't surprise me. And the worst thing is, once you move out of a uni dorm and you start renting like a flat, that's when it gets even worse. Because landlords genuinely don't care. It's like, oh, you got black mold under the bed, behind the curtains, the paintings. I mean, you're not dead yet. Okay, you got a little bit of pneumonia, but you're not dead yet.
Have my yarn.
My sister had a landlord in her flat when she was at uni, and that landlord was just one of the worst people on earth. Like, I always thought people that complained about landlords, I thought it was like a little bit of a brokey mentality. Like, I hate someone with more money than me, but I completely get it. I genuinely get it. Landlords can be some of the worst people imaginable. They will absolutely do the bare minimum just to try and squeeze as much money from you as possible. And the entire thing about it is taking advantage of people that have less money. Now, you do get bad tenants, 100%. You do get bad tenants, without a doubt. But it's so much easier for a landlord to sort out a bad tenant than for a tenant to sort out a bad landlord. Like, one of my editors, Matthew, he was, like, living in Birmingham for a little bit, and he was staying in an apartment from a landlord. And, like, his sink would just fill up every single day. And he just couldn't do anything about it because they basically said to him, oh, we'll get a repair guy over, I don't know, in like 6 months. Cheers, mate. What am I meant to do? Like you can't even... Am I meant to scoop the water up and throw it out the window? Like medieval Europe? Couldn't even do that. Because the windows were sealed shut because he was in such a high up apartment.
My knitting projects. And then there's some Christmas lights strung up. Down there I've got my books stashed. I've got my nice pillowcases out. And then over here, so I've got my jewelry on one side. And then on the other side, it's empty, but
guaranteed as well, it would have taken 6 months for the landlord to get out the plumber, because for the landlord to save money, he was probably trying to learn a plumber's degree. And the course said 6 months. That's probably the only reason why it would have taken that long. And his lease was up after like 3 months and he just left.
So here is what I can and cannot do while living on a cruise ship. And hello, for anybody that hasn't met me, my name's Christine Castello, and I live on a cruise ship half the year, 6 months out of the year. So my husband is staff chief engineer, and
as we head through the... Wanted to ask if you are planning on covering any more movies/shows on the main channel. The Utopia and platform videos are some of my favorite from the channel.
Thank you, Shadow Knight, for the 10. Possibly I could look at going back to films. There was a film that I watched last night, like a horror film, and it's called Triangle. I've seen that film before, but it was so long ago that I kind of forgot the plot, and I rewatched it last night, and I was like, this would actually make for like a really good main channel video. Because Triangle is a really good film. It's a very bizarre film. It's funny because it's a British-Australian film. All the actors in it are Australian, and it's filmed in like Melbourne or like Adelaide or something. But it's meant to take place in Florida, and they all have American accents. It's such a bizarre film. Right, what else we got?
The Drake Passage, the winds are high and the ship is rocking. Seasick bags are at every stairwell and elevator at the ready. They've drained the swimming pools in preparation. The Windjammer, although people are there, it's a little quieter today.
Where is everyone? There is no one there on that cruise. Why is it so dead?
They're not letting us out on decks 12 and decks 5 due to the high winds and water. I've got my seasick pills ready to take. I'm feeling good right now, but I may take one just as a preventative to stay on top of things. The ship is really rocking today. This should be some of our worst waves throughout our entire world cruise. We'll get through it, just a day or two here.
God damn, imagine going on a cruise for vacation and you end up getting surrounded by people that are filming themselves the whole time. You know what I love? Because the way TikTok is all vertical videos, right? It creates like these blur effects. Let me move my webcam. Look at that. Look what's behind me. That is like a jump scare from the Mandela catalog. Just this woman's face in agony, blurred out. You might as well just put below her like the date she went missing.
I'll keep you posted.
She's so out of breath. Jesus. What's this? Apparently there was flooding. There was flooding on the cruise as well. Will it play? Will it play? No, it won't play. Cheers, mate. Thank you, USA Today. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Oh, that's not looking good. Oh, the poor carpet.
They've drained the swimming pools. They aren't letting us out due to heavy winds. These should be some of the worst waves on the world cruise. Boring ass voice.
She's like some old woman. Don't roast her. I mean, to be fair, I did just roast her, but you know, I'm allowed to do it. Why is it playing happy music? This is the kind of music that you hear at a wedding, and she's filming like 2 milliliters of water just gushing out. Why is this so funny? If it was like, no, the leaves, no! If it was like a tsunami amount of water, right, like 2012, fair enough, but it is just the most insignificant amount of water. That's not even enough to like get your socks wet. Was that a rat? What the hell is that? Is that a pink rat? Look at that. What is that? Chat, what is that? Is that a tampon? Chat, what is that? What is that? What is that? Is that pink? Look at that. What is that? It's got a tail. Is that a pink rat? What is that? It's actually a flesh rat. It has a tail. What is that? Yeah, one of the TikTokers got bored. They put their hair down on the rat. Just let it go. Let it go out the ship. I like how that plant's fallen over as well. And the woman's like, do I pick it up? No, I just keep filming. My responsibility is to not maintain the ship because I paid $60,000. My priority is to... Oh, crep check. My priority is to get content. Yep. And then she's going to walk down the stairs and get that nice carpet all soggy and wet. Beautiful. Oh, that was rough. That was very rough.